What it do, YouTube? It's your boy. Hey, yo, no, I'm coming back to y'all with another Texans Nation fan talk. Y'all already know what time it is today. I'm coming at y'all with the 2022 Houston Texans schedule release. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash the like. If you want to see more Houston Texans content, go ahead and smash that sub. I will be delivering Houston Texans content all off season for the main part, rookie minicamp, mandatory minicamp, training camp, all that good stuff. If you want to see more of that, like I said, go ahead and drop the sub. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. I'm not going to waste you guys' time, and I'm not going to make this a long video. We're going to kind of speed run through this, not too fast, but I'm going to keep you guys entertained as much as I can. We're not going to worry about the preseason. Just know the preseason, you get to see a lot of the young guys like Jalen Petrie, Thomas Booker, Damian Pierce, Tika Quatariano, Austin DeGallis, guys like that, all the young guys who, you know, were just drafted this year, and guys like last year who were drafted, they get to have more PT than they probably would during the season. But, I mean, I think a lot of our young guys from last year's draft and this year's draft are really going to get a lot of PT because we're drafting starters. We're drafting guys who are needed in key positions. So the preseason is going to be something to watch because you get to see, you know, key guys, what they can be for the season. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this. The regular season, we start the season off versus the Colts, fundamentally sound team that's going to get after it. They will be able to pass the ball, but it's going to be tough for them at first because they are still trying to find their way. Matt Ryan, first time, you know, leaving the Atlanta Falcons. He's going to be on a whole new team, but just get that ball to Jonathan Taylor. He's going to pound the fucking rock. He's going to get it done. We really got to stop the run for this game to even be competitive. That's number one rule. Stop the run. Stop Jonathan Taylor. And just keep Matt Ryan, you know, from launching that damn ball. That's what he's good at. We're going to go ahead and jump into the next one. It's going to be the Denver Broncos versus Houston Texans. Same way like the Indianapolis Colts. They can run the ball. They can pass the ball. But it's a team that's going to be trying to find their way because Russell Wilson, this is his first time on a different team than being on the Seattle Seahawks. It's going to be his first time, and they did lose Jerry Jeudy. I think Jerry Jeudy's probably going to get suspended because of what he did. He's probably going to go to jail, or when he comes back, he's going to get suspended. So, you know, next, it's going to be 2021 rookie quarterback versus 2021 rookie quarterback, but these aren't the rookies anymore. Second-year quarterback, Davis Mills versus Justin Fields. Finally, we get to see Davis Mills versus another 2021 quarterback. You know, we get to put that whole debate to bed because a lot of people swear Justin Fields is better than Davis Mills. Let's just be honest, man. Let's just be honest. Then we go against the Colts. Not the Colts, my bad. We go against the Chargers. This team really got a sour taste in their mouth for what we did to them last year. For the most part, if we're being honest, we're the reason they didn't make the playoffs. I know they didn't make it because they lost versus the Raiders. But if they would have handled business versus us, they probably would have made the playoffs. But they didn't. Davis Mills knocked them off. Rex Burkhead knocked him off, and the rest is history. Jags versus the Houston Texans. We normally handle business with the Jags. There's really not that much to talk about. Davis Mills versus Trevor Lawrence. We get in the first 5 weeks, we get to see Davis Mills versus two quarterbacks that were in his same draft class. It will be nice for Davis Mills to really put the haters to bed as, you know, being one of the top quarterbacks in last year's draft, because it's coming into the season. A lot of haters are on his hate. They hate on him, talking about he's the 6th best quarterback in his last year's draft. Shut the fuck up. I will say that right now. Shut the fuck up. Then we get an early bye week. I really don't like how early this bye week is because it's like, bro. But, you know, it's the season. Teams get early bye weeks, and it is what it is. You got to, hey, it's your schedule, bro. Then after that, we get the Oakland Raiders. Going to be a tough team. They're loaded up on offense. Hunter Renfrow, Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, you know, Derek Carr. They're loaded up. They're going to be a tough team. I'm not going to sit up here and try to talk down on them. They're going to be a tough team. I think up until this point, it's going to be, I think they'll be the toughest team up until this point, to be honest. I think they'll be a very tough team because they're a very familiar team. I mean, the Chargers, too. Chargers are going to be tough. They got a nice-ass defense. Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack. You know, they're going to be a tough team. I'm not going to say they're not. But I just think the Oakland Raiders are a more fundamentally sound team than the LA Chargers. That's just my personal opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Then, you know, we go against the Tennessee Titans. I think this is another team, just like the Chargers, that really have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to the Houston Texans, because Davis Mills, he showed up and showed out in that last game of the season versus the boys. He did just go down without a fight, and I think Davis Mills has that in the back of his head. He's like, bro, I could really beat this shit. Like, he came back down 21-0. Excuse me. And, I mean, we only lost by 3 points. We almost knocked them boys out of the #1 seed. Texas got to handle business this time. We can't start off slow. We can't have those sluggish starts. We got to go out and punch them in the mouth. It's a division opponent. We got to go out and show out. Then we go against the Philadelphia Eagles. Going to be a tough team. I think this is going to be a low-key tough team. They're going to play hard. They're going to fight hard. They got a nice coach. They got a nice defense, a very nice defense, and a very underrated offense. Very underrated offense. I think Jalen Hurts gets a lot of hate. He kind of deserves it, but he's also very underrated. That's just my personal opinion. I think Jalen Hurts, he's going to have to prove himself this year. I think he's going to be out to prove himself. He has some weapons. Devontae Smith. He just got A.J. Brown. Those are two phenomenal weapons. Their defense, their defense is their defense. They're a very tough defense. Run stuffers, getting after the quarterback, and also stopping the pass. They're a very tough team. Then we finally get a break. My personal opinion, in the NFL, there is no breaks. This is professionals. Everybody's going to play hard week in and week out. But the Giants are not the best team. They always say the Houston Texans are one of the top five worst teams. I think the Giants are right there in that top 5 worst teams too. Because, I mean, come on now. J.O. Jones, he's not the answer. They had their chance to really, upgrade their quarterback position, but they're sticking with Daniel Jones. I got to see what Brian DeBoer has. He chose Daniel Jones. That's all I got to say. He chose Daniel Jones, and the Giants really don't. I don't really got to get much to the Giants. The Commanders, also, I feel the Commanders are kind of like the Eagles. They're tough. They're going to play you tough on offense. They're going to play you tough on defense. The only thing that's holding them back is going to be Carson Wentz. Kind of just is going to be their quarterback play, and I think Carson Wentz is just shot. He's like Baker Mayfield. I don't see how Carson Wentz is getting love, but Baker Mayfield is not. Because I think Carson Wentz, this is my personal opinion, I think Carson Wentz is worse than Baker Mayfield. That's just my personal opinion. He's not that good of a quarterback. It's just last year he wasn't injured compared to Baker Mayfield, and Baker Mayfield was still putting up statistically the same numbers as Carson Wentz. But that's just my personal opinion. Next is going to be the Miami Dolphins. I think this is going to be a very tough team. We're back to playing another tough team that has a lot of weapons on offense, a lot of weapons on defense. Honestly, I think this might be our first L that we take that's about like double digits. This is going to be at least 14 points versus these boys. But really, we can keep it close. We can keep it close if we can like just suffocate Tua. We got to keep Tua in the pocket. We got to just like get all of his grill. We got to have our defensive tackles really just push the pocket inside, because Tua, he's not a deep ball thrower. And I think the Houston Texans can manage. I say it's going to be a tough game, a double point loss, but a double digit loss. But that's just me. It's just early. It's just early. I'm sorry if I'm being negative. That's just me. Then the Houston Texans, we got 2 back-to-back. My personal opinion, big games of the year. The Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson versus Davis Mills. Deshaun Watson back to Houston, Texas. Man, that's gonna be a full house game. That's gonna be a very good game. I'll jump more into that later. But then you get Texans versus the Cowboys, Battle of Texas. Y'all already know what time it is. Texas, Battle of Texas. Y'all already know. I like these games. I already like the Cowboys. Cowboys are a very fundamentally sound team also. They're going to get it done. They're a good regular season team. Dak Prescott, he's underrated. I love me some Dak Prescott, to be honest, man. Not to be a fan of the Cowboys, but man, Dak Prescott doesn't get enough love. He's a very awesome quarterback, to be honest, man. Then we're going against the Chiefs Week 15. They're going to be hot around this time. They're going to be hot. I think this is just like the Dolphins. It's gonna be a team where it's gonna be a game where Davis Mills, a team where Davis Mills is gonna have to like put up numbers. He's gonna have to match point for point. Like every time the Chiefs score a touchdown, Davis Mills is gonna have to score a touchdown. We're gonna have to go out there on fourth down and like try to convert. We can't even give them the ball back. We got to treat this game like it's a playoff game. the Chiefs are a playoff type of team. That like every year they're just so damn good. I would say that. Then you get the Titans once again later on in the year. Matter of fact, we finished the season off with all three of our division opponents. I like that. So that's just how it is. The Titans, the Jags, and the Colts. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this off. We're running out 11 minutes, so I'm gonna finish this off and say my wins and L's as of right now. As of right now. Colts, L. Broncos win. Bears win. Chargers, L. Jags win. So we start the season off 3-2. Bye week. Raiders, L. Titans win. Philly win. Matter of fact, Philly, L. Giants win. Commanders win. Win on our part. When I say win, it's us. Dolphins, L. Browns win. I think we're going to play them boys hard as fuck. Cowboys, L. In fact, I'll say Cowboys win. I'll say we beat the Cowboys. Chiefs, L. Titans, L. Matter of fact, I think we beat the Titans. We could beat the Titans. We could close them out. And we could close out the Jags too. But another L to the... Matter of fact, I think we could close out this season all 3 wins. Maybe I'm being too optimistic. But I think we could close it out. Win versus Browns. L versus Cowboys. L versus Chiefs. Win Titans. Win Jags. Win Colts. Finish the season off just like we started it off with 3 wins. Then the Houston Texans go, at least get 6 wins. I at least 6 wins. The games that I see at least wins that we can win at least Bears, Jags twice, Commanders, Giants. And I say Titans at least once. I say at least 6 wins. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Y'all let me know how many wins y'all see the Houston Texans getting. It's your boy, y'all know what signing it off. Peace. Go Texans.